We are the Smile 69 Network with the sexy producer and lead host, Vanessa Smilez. The girl, Mz.Beautidoll, is here and all about that business. And you know who I am. It's your girl, Presenda.
Hey. Queen.
Hey.
And I was like, oh my God, yes.
Smilez 69 Network is on YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Apple Podcasts. Also, find us on Facebook.com/Smilez 69 Network.
Vanessa smiles so live, it's true. Presenda is shining through. So fine, Smile 69.
Check these fine ladies out on the Smile 69 Network. They get it in.
You've tuned into Smilez 69 Network.
Oh, look how delayed this shit is. Hello. Good evening. Greetings, people. Cheers. All of the above. How y'all doing? This is your girl, Vanessa Smilez, and we are live on the Smile 69 Network show. Here's a clap with the boobies. Booby clap. But no, let me put this lipstick on because that is a part of what we do. Let's make this shit cute. And yes, a part of being a female, a part of being a woman, right? Female domination, woman domination. That's what we're talking about. Yes, woman is hot on the table. And we got some things to discuss. Let's bring in my lovely, beautiful co-host, Mz.Beautidoll and Queen Presenda. What's going on, ladies?
Mwah, mwah, mwah. Hello, baby.
Hello, Presenda. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. You ladies making it hot or what?
Trying to. Beauty, what's going on with you, hon? How are you?
What's up? I'm good. I was trying for a drink.
Drinks up. I'm drinking Cadillac margaritas out of the 7-Eleven cup. Sorry, I do not have a champagne glass today. Just a glass from 7-Eleven.
I'm drinking out of kitty cup.
I'm drinking my champagne in a goblet at this point. Like,
y'all know I'm packing right now, so hey, you gotta work with what you got.
No, this isn't even a flute. That goblet wasn't holding near enough for me. The flute. I was like, oh, fuck that flute.
It all goes down the same when it all comes together like butt cheeks.
I like that.
Yeah.
When it all comes together like butt cheeks. Look into some of these comments. People are already in the chat already. Brown Girl Interrupting says, hello, beautiful queens. Hello, Brown Girl Interrupting. What's going on? Steve Stevenson says, hey to you, Steve Stevenson. Hey, what's going on? And then we also have Brown Girl Interrupting that says, yes, we got to be hot all the time. Yes. Hot, steamy, hot, steamy, hot, steamy, hot. But no, one more comment before we get ready to get into the comment, to the topic. Brown Girl Interrupting says, drinks a drink in whatever it comes in. Now, what's the weirdest thing that you guys have taken a drink out of?
A baby bottle.
And this story is so fucking ratchet. So I go to sing at this wedding in Winchester, West Virginia, and hanging out with my girl Denise, that crazy Italian bitch. They, it was one of those classy affairs. So after it was over, they took away like all of the dishes. So she had her baby with her. We looked at the baby and we were like, well, he's asleep. We poured his shit out of his baby bottle and we poured champagne in it, and we were drinking champagne out of that baby's baby bottle. God bless that baby wherever he is today. Ain't that ratchet?
Very, very ratchet. I remember when baby bottles, when I was in junior high school, it was kind of in style. Now look at that. This is what happens when you're streaming in hotel rooms, right? Look at my fucking microphone. Anywho, I'm gonna be a rapper tonight. What's going on, y'all?
There you go. What?
But no, baby bottles. Yes, baby bottles is definitely something that was trending. We used to put Kool-Aid in baby bottles. We used to just there was a whole baby craze for a quick second, where we were putting like pacifiers on our necks type shit. Like, I don't know what was happening.
Really?
At the time. Yes. couple of years ago. I would say like
I was
early
a part of
2000s.
that. Yeah, I was a part of that because I used to always have a pacifier, a sucker, some type of something, and people used to think I did drugs, and I was like, no, I just have ADHD, so I need like
Something to
something to
keep.
keep and I never got it. But yeah, I used to have pacifiers, and my mom hated it, and now she has to go through it with my daughter because she does the
Is
same
that the
thing.
trend is back?
Yes, I don't know. My daughter, you know Maya, she stumps her own beat, but she do her friends do the pacifier thing, and I just be like, how can I tell you not to do that? I would be such a hypocrite, wouldn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love when these sorts of trends come back, though. I kind of like it.
Like bell
it's always
bottoms.
good.
I was happy
Bell
when bell bottoms
bottoms.
came back.
Tommy Hilfiger made a comeback too. Polo, yeah, it's a bunch of them. Just One Love says, "Good evening, queens and kings. Good
One
evening to
love.
you too. Just One Love. Love to see you. Love to see you." So, with all of that's going on in the media, right? There's two things that stuck out to me. Not even just two, three things that stuck out to me the most in regards to female domination. I'll say the trending thing that happened with Nicki Minaj recently, in regards to her being called a lie by the governor of Trinidad when she referred to talking about somebody who had a bad experience with the vaccine. Also, Fat Joe calling Lil Mo and Vita dusty crackhead bitches several times throughout the versus battle. And finally, the excessive amounts of hypersexuality on the VMAs. Yes, we got to get into female domination because that's what they're calling it. They're calling it female domination.
Wow.
First off, this shit has been annoying the hell out of me. This whole VMAs, Little Nas thing. Women, we already went through this shit. Don't put us in y'all drama. We went through this with Janet Jackson, with Madonna and Britney.
Hello.
Like we've gone, Little Kim. We've gone through this already. Don't
But
put
I feel
us
like there
in your
is a
drama.
But I do feel like there's a heightened sense to it though, because people say yes, Little Kim was extremely sexual, or that the VMAs is a place where people become extremely sexual.
But what I'm trying to say is, this bullshit happened with the female shit, like Janet Jackson stuff, a decade ago. Now we're used to it. Women have fought to get where we are. Now it's time for the LGBTQ ABCD to do what they're supposed to do.
The alphabet people.
The alphabet people. It's time for them to work their asses off and rebel and get up there. Stop throwing everybody else under the bus.
You know what's so crazy? I don't even think it's about the alphabet people. Honestly, when it comes to this, I think that it's actually a lot of women critiquing the amount of sexuality that's being put out there. Most of the time, like even for me, I'm not gonna lie. I watch the VMAs. I watch the whole VMAs because I try to be objective. I, as a child, watched the VMAs for years. Me and my family, me and my cousins, we used to sit at the front of the TV with our whole meals ready to watch the entire show. So even though that's not as much of a trend now as it used to be, I still try to watch it every now and again just to see what's happening, at least with the youth. I gotta know what the code words mean and know when to move and when to step.
Right. I completely get that because I was watching the same exact thing. But at the same time, it's like if you're doing stuff to be seen, don't get mad and throw everybody else under the bus when you get criticism for it.
Right.
Can I say something here?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm not really a fan of people sort of piling on how an artist decides they want to be seen. Like, with the whole Little Kim thing. I just remember how everybody lost their fucking minds. Same thing with the Janet Jackson thing. They lost their minds. I don't like the piling on of it because in a large sense, because we're in such a cancel culture, you can affect somebody's pockets. They did it. You know what I'm saying? They did it to what's her name that was in Gone with the Wind. They tried to affect her pockets. When you start jumping on things like that, you're affecting someone's pockets. And everything that we ever do as artists, most especially Black people, 5 years later, white people do it and it's amazing. Because when we used to decorate our nails, they called us ghetto. When we used to do our beautiful, like outrageous hairdos,
wearing
they
colors.
called us ghetto.
Yeah. Crazy
So
thought of
don't try
that.
to stick us in a category now so that you can then do it 5 years later.
But wait, nobody realizes that. Remember the Marilyn Manson
Yes,
when he did his whole thing and
I
he
thought it
came
was hot.
out naked, like low key in the little bodysuit, and you could still see through the bodysuit.
I
That
thought it
was a
was
big
hot.
deal. Yeah, so it's like this new generation just completely erases the past
And can I
and just goes
and can I
emotional
add
and
one more
dramatic.
thing to this? I've never been to the VMAs, but I've been to the Grammys 3 times. The shit you see on that red carpet, and I was on the red carpet, is like what you see on the screen is nothing compared to what's on the red carpet.
Wow.
I've seen more pubic areas. I've seen more, penises, and definitely everybody's entire asshole. I've seen it all.
The whole thing. The
The
whole
whole
thing.
thing. Like, you might as well just display your butthole at that point. But we need
Well,
to
yeah,
start
wasn't the
getting.
green dress that Jennifer Lopez wore
Remember that?
to the Grammys?
In the
That was
red and blue,
yeah, yeah.
we saw a
We
lot
knew
more
what
of
was
her
there.
big butt.
And didn't Madonna wear a see-through complete dress? And
Yeah.
everybody was like, "What
Yeah,
the hell? All she had on was a thong."
Yep. Listen,
Titties all the
yeah,
way
everybody
out.
needs it.
yeah.
I've been dying to say this. Everybody that's uptight about sex, you're responding to something that was put in place because of British rule.
Yeah.
Oh, that's proper and this isn't. And meanwhile, they were doing all the freaky shit in the world. We need to relax when it comes to sex and sexuality. Calm down.
But I feel like I understand that there is a lot of hoopla surrounded by sex and sexuality, but I feel like the problem with a lot of youth, they get a lot of sexuality confused with talent. Like one of the young ladies she performed, Chloe, she's basically, they're calling her Beyonce's daughter. She's like the new Beyonce bitch, right?
Okay.
And like she did a great performance, but you see Beyonce in it. Like obviously Beyonce has her label, all that kind of stuff. So you see Beyonce in her. You can definitely see that. But I did feel like she was doing a lot of extra sexual things that weren't really necessary for the song. It's a very sexual song. She's talking about her butt, that kind of stuff. But she's at the end licking the mic and smacking her ass.
Okay.
Like she's like
licking the mic
looking
part.
demonic. Like she's doing this whole like screaming, hollering thing. Like it's beyond just a 8-number count and her holding the mic, blowing a note. You know what I'm saying? Like so. I feel like this generation, they don't know how to class it up. You can still be sexy, but there has to be some type of coof so that it does not come out super harsh or sometimes unattractive. Sometimes people always say, "Oh yeah, it's sexy, you're sexy." Everything ain't fucking sexy.
No, everything is
that's
not.
my thing.
I agree.
Why is it
sexy.
why is it so easy and quick for us to get on her and what she feels like or what we feel like is too sexual with her? But I bet you if we said that about Lil Nas, we'd have some issues tomorrow.
Oh, I had a problem too because and he came out on Twitter, trying to say that Normani, because she did a performance, and at the end of her song performance, she actually did paid homage to Janet Jackson.
Yes,
Janet Jackson
I've seen that
on the stretcher, and then she climbs up, which I still thought was unnecessary. I didn't even know about the reference until after the show.
I feel like she did that because of all the criticism that different artists are doing right now, and Janet Jackson has so much fucking criticism with Velvet Rope and that whole album and the tour and putting the tour on HBO, and you didn't have to watch it after dark. The things that you've seen, it was to everybody, and it was out there, and it was the first thing that was out there. So I feel like she did that to take a stance for everybody, and like always, he went dramatic with the sense. That wasn't what she was. She was actually, and she has been on his side. And
you have to be honest. Like Lil Nas set looked like it stink after he finished. Like that whole entire set looked very sweaty. It was a lot of men, a lot of water, a lot of pussy out here, and nothing against the alphabet community, but it just looked very sick. Normani and Tiana by themselves, and then Lil Nas X and his peoples, It was two different things. But I get it. A lot of people are, not being fair when it comes to that. But is not Little Nas X reaching for someone to say something? Absolutely.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
do
for Black women to
agree
step
with you.
up.
I do agree with you, Vanessa, partially. Yes, it would be great if they could class it up, but because of the demands of these labels, these kids are still trying to just keep their contract going. Right.
Which makes sense. But my problem is with these labels, they've had a whole first half of the show where you have little white girls singing with the flowers in the back, roses, bitch playing guitar. You got these other, even the black girl, she plays guitar too. They dress them up, but when it comes to black bitches, we got to be busting it wide open. That's what I feel.
See how they have the little white girls just, with flowers and
fucking lights and shit. Like
all of that.
These bitches ain't showing titties. These bitches ain't showing ass. Nothing.
But for us to keep a contract with record labels, and I know because I've been behind the scenes on that, it's old ass white men making these decisions. And now black, I'm going to say, because that's who we're highlighting, have to be extra provocative to be seen, to be important, to stay, to stay viable, really.
Yeah.
So, that's the part that's unfair. We know how to play guitar too.
And that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
That's why I said I agree with you. We know how to play guitar too. We like this.
Yes. Now, before we get to Dragon Fat Joe, let's get to some of these comments
I'm ready
really quickly. So we have OGK Network that says, hello, sexy ladies. Hello, OGK Networks. What's going on? How are you? And then we also have someone else. Okay. New viewer, I believe. Mr. Showtime 1K says, this a dope name, but who are y'all?
Hey.
I am Vanessa Smilez, and I'm a content creator, and the other ladies can explain to you guys who they are for research purposes if they choose to.
I'm Mz.Beautidoll. We are all three of us. We're awesome, the hottest thing on podcast right now. That's who we are, baby.
Goddamn right.
We are that show. We're that show.
Yes. I'm Mz.Beautidoll, and welcome to the show. But don't do that next time in the future.
You heard it here first. Just One Love says, welcome, Miss Showtime. Okay, yes, welcome, Mr. Showtime 1K, and anybody else who's watching, hit the like button, subscribe to all of the channels. It costs you nothing and it is free. He also says, greeting. Cassius Kelso says, Lil Nas X, a troll, worked for major corporations as a subject in the middle of a CIA Hollywood social experiment. He is square from Wisconsin/Harvard grad. He's married to a white girl and has 2 babies, allegedly.
Hold on, wait. You say allegedly, but I could have sworn that little motherfucker
I don't know that as to be fact, so I must say
allegedly. The Vicky girl, and then he cheated on the Vicky girl with some other white girl because there was a big scandal thing about that.
So this is what he means when he says he's bi, because I didn't believe.
Well, maybe yes, because everybody started calling him out, and the videos started coming up of him and the girl, whatever, and he says that he's bisexual. But my whole thing is, to me, it's starting to be disrespectful once you start making yourself look pregnant. It is certain women who cannot have kids. So
never have,
fuck offending the ABC community. What
about real women?
Yeah, it's like we supposed to care about offending y'all, but y'all say whatever y'all want to say about women. It's just like that Nikita Dragon girl. She just came out with a video, and she basically showed a whole bunch of different girls who she felt like copied her style. But my whole thing is, they have stylists. Tag their stylist. Don't tag them. But her and the Asian doll girl were arguing, and she basically, the Nikita woman, the transgender woman, wrote, real women. I wrote that because real women do feel like they want to be us. And that shit pissed me off, because at the end of the day, I love drag queens. I love them to death. I've loved them since I was younger, when 212 came.
But I don't want to be one.
But if you pay attention to who they mimic,
they're mimicking women.
mimicking Diana Ross, fucking women
No,
of
not
that.
just women. Period. All of these
Exactly. So
characters
that
are imitating women,
yeah,
but the
so that
problem
makes
is
me
when y'all trying to call
mad.
it in reserve. Yeah.
Yeah, so that makes me mad when you imitate us and then say we want to be y'all. Like, Shawty, pay homage, bruh. Because if
May
Yeah.
I
you didn't
add?
have our bodies to mimic off of, what the fuck would you be doing?
May
This is
I
very
add?
true.
May I add? How old is this person y'all talking about?
I think
These people in
she's
their
still in her
20s.
20s.
Well, okay,
Yeah, they still in
Yeah.
their
okay.
20s.
That's
Well,
why
we're saying,
I want to be
I
clear
guess we
about
got
what
to
I'm
close.
about to say. I wanted to be clear about what I'm about to say, because I don't even know you, little girl. Okay, you don't have a style. Everything that has been done, it's already been done, baby. Like, you're latching on to something that people did decades and decades ago. So, especially when you talk about the drag community, like Beauty Doll just said, like Vanessa just said, they copy the icons. When you're copying Diana Ross, honey, she did that shit 50 years ago. So there's no such thing as somebody copying, quote unquote, your style.
Exactly.
They're not.
You're
They're
copying the
copying Diana
vagina.
Ross, Marilyn Monroe. They're,
Dolly Parton.
like, come on.
Like I respect and love RuPaul because he pays homage, but at the
Me
same
too.
time, that motherfucker right there makes women be like, "Oh my god, let me step it up."
Right.
Yes,
He's
indeed. Yes,
but
indeed.
he's
Let's get to some.
never dogged women out. I've never heard him say
Dog women
anything of
out.
the sort. Yeah.
Oh. Cassius Kelso says, peace, y'all. LOL. He also says he used to be a agenda kid to get on when the country awards did include him. That's when I first heard about him. Yes. He was using black people to say that the country people ain't letting us in. But he was doing the Old Town Road shit, and black people rallied behind him, and then he joined the alphabet community.
But okay, I can believe
he
that
used
what
gay
he
rights.
said.
We're talking about the same person, Lil Nas X. He says he used gay rights
okay.
to get more fame. He used religion. He's now using pregnancy during abortion topics. He's a troll.
But
I'm just gonna say
believe
allegedly.
that because Kelly, what's her name? No, Keisha Cole. No, is it Keisha Cole? Yeah, Keisha Cole. Didn't she do a damn country record and got a damn Grammy?
Oh no, it was K Michelle. It was K Michelle.
Yeah,
She,
K Michelle.
K Michelle. Stacey Jackson says you better say that. There we go. You better say that. So we wanted to get into the actual topic of today, which is female domination. So I wanted to ask you, ladies, off the top, what does female domination mean to you?
Beauty Doll, you want to go first?
No, because I still don't understand what.
I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand.
Okay, no, what I mean is like, okay, so are we talking about like a woman dominating a man or a woman
when you think about, okay, what's one word that comes to mind when it comes to female domination? Not using the words female domination.
I don't have one word, but
okay,
I do have a visual. I'll just say it like how I live, right? So I am very kind, I'm very considerate, and I speak to people very sweetly. But my mother told me that when you need to get shit done, that's when you need to have that voice that says, listen, this is how this is going to be. Because now I have to be more dominant, like that incident that happened with us at the Marriott. They can't get sweet Presenda.
Yeah, so you got to
change
shit up.
Look you in your eyes and say, listen, this I'm not having.
Yeah.
No
yeah. So when it comes to female so I'll just read the definition that we have here, baby.
When you have to be, dominant so that
Hold on, wait. I want to hear.
And being female dominant does not mean being nasty. It does not mean being rude. It doesn't mean any of those things. Being a dominant female means
I mean,
wow. Well, let's get to
finish.
Hold on 1 second. One person at a time. One person at a time. Priscilla, go ahead.
I want to hear your thing, your definition.
Okay. So let me finish.
Priscilla, go ahead, and then I'll say the definition on here.
So, as I was saying, being a dominant female is someone who takes care of her business, someone who takes care of herself, someone who basically doesn't let, men or, other women push you around. And it doesn't mean being nasty. It doesn't mean any of those things. That's what I think of in my head. And that's just my opinion.
Yes. So, according to the Free Dictionary, all right, it's a medical dictionary. It says here, female domination, a self-explanatory term for the domination of a partnership by the woman, which ranges from decision making in a socio-normative partnership to domination in the context of BDSM sexual role play.
Oh,
So
well, I wasn't
yes,
thinking about
that's
that, but all right.
I was.
but it kind of goes basis to kind of what you just recently mentioned. Now, I agree with you. It's about a female who's taking charge, putting order to her life, handling business, making accomplishing things, setting out goals, all of those things, and fighting through battles sometimes. Now, for me, the only thing that I would disagree with in regards to female domination is I do believe that female domination can be rude. I do think that female domination can be sometimes abrasive to people. Sometimes it could be disrespectful, depending on who the human being could be on the receiving end. They could take it that way. But I truly think that female domination often gets misinterpreted when it comes to a lot of younger females, because a younger female will walk down the street with a thong on and she's like, I'm dominating the world as a female. And
Right.
and she thinks that that's all she has to do. So
That's
I feel
because
like,
but that's because she's young. You know, when I was in my 20s, I would pop off. You know, you and I, Vanessa, have been raised by very dominant females.
yeah.
And it's hard not to have a bit of that in you. You know, these young girls that walk down the block, you know, with their whole ass out, because I've seen a lot, like just like you have, they think that that is being female dominant. But you're not dominating if a man says something to you and now you're angry. That's
Right.
not dominant female.
If somebody can, right. And that's what I think a lot of females don't realize, that the inner strength that they could gain from just being dominant. Sometimes it's not about, you scratching a nigga windows out and breaking his shit and burning his clothes. No, you're showing your emotions. You're crying in front of him. Oh God, I could never.
Oh, honey, no.
You ain't gonna, and you know what? I'm not gonna lie. The older I've gotten, I've always said to myself, I don't want to turn into stone, but I really, really become equipped with just like, nope, you ain't gonna let me see me sweat. Fuck out of here.
Yep.
Absolutely not.
If
I'm gonna go in the car
start
and cry.
crying around you, I'm about to fuck you
Oh shit.
up.
Beautidoll.
You better hope I stay stone faced, because let me start showing. Boy, stop. I am about to, boy, you might as well just call the police, because I'm about to lock the door. It's about to be me and you, my nigga. I'm about to wear you out for however long we've been dating.
I can't.
Well, speaking of,
Can we just say Beautidoll is different, y'all? Like, for somebody that's just tuning in, Beautidoll is different. But Vanessa, I have to give you a hand clap, because you just nailed the description. But Beautidoll is different, honey.
Beauty not fucking some shit up. No,
Yes.
fuck you.
speaking of wearing somebody out though, right? Hold on.
The Beautidolls of the world are necessary, though. I'm sorry.
Yes. Speaking of wearing somebody out though, all right, let's get into it. What's one of the positions that you stick to your guns about in the bedroom when it comes to dominating a man?
All of them. Fuck that shit.
No, you gotta pick one. What's the position that you dominate a man the best in? A, singular. One, uno, numero.
It's just so many. How
Hey.
I can literally give descriptions on this shit.
Hey.
Beauty. Well, I'll go first.
Hey.
Yeah,
Okay,
Priscilla,
we
you
not
go
being
first, because
a-
I'm teeter-tottering in
All
between
right.
two right
Because
now.
Beauty, I need you to be able to get all of yours out. And this doesn't seem like it's a dominant position, but it is. Missionary. Female dominates in missionary.
How are
know
you
what you're
dominating a
doing.
missionary, Priscilla? He's on
Because
top of you.
the men think that they are in control of missionary, but they're not. Because when you are missionary with a man, you're looking him eye to eye. And when you look a man in his eyes, especially during sex, you are in control, baby.
You know what's so crazy?
I
I stopped looking niggas in their eyes during sex because I didn't like what I was seeing.
That's
my
bad
God.
luck. I'm sorry. I tell niggas all the time. When they be trying to look me in my eyes, I come
I
in
didn't like what I was seeing. I said, I'm gonna just close my eyes.
Yeah, I be
Think
like,
it's good. I'm
nah.
gonna just close my eyes. You got money. I'm gonna close my eyes.
No,
I'm
I
just
need
gonna
an
think.
explanation. I need an explanation.
But you know what's so crazy? I close my eyes during sex because I feel it more. I feel like I'm physically more in tune because I feel like if my eyes are open, I'm not someone who has ADD, but I get distracted easily. I'm a huge thinker because I'll be in the bedroom like, oh, these lights are nice. Did they
Oh
put
my
the
God,
sheets
you
up?
know who you are? You
When
know
the
who
last
you
time
are?
they did laundry? Oh, he still got the game on.
You know
oh,
what?
they had Popeyes last night. Like I'm
Yes,
just,
sir.
I
You
gotta
know
close
who
my
you
eyes.
are?
Go
Have
ahead.
you ever seen Bill Bellamy do that piece about Phyllis? You Phyllis.
No,
I've
no.
never
Go
seen
on YouTube.
Who the fuck? Don't nobody
I'm
want
gonna
to
have
be
to do
Phyllis in
that.
2021?
Listen,
Exactly.
Don't
Bill
nobody want to be
Bellamy.
Phyllis. I don't even know who the fuck Phyllis is and what she does.
No,
But I don't want to be that
I feel
bitch in
like
2021.
if
Bill
we're having
Bellamy.
sex,
And
I feel
see
like
him
if
talk
we're
about
having
Phyllis.
I feel like if we're having sex and you look me in my eyes, I'm gonna automatically close them depending on who we are because I don't need those type of problems.
Oh,
Niggas
And
be
also,
trying to look
it's
you in your eyes and
creepy.
get all deep and shit.
Yeah.
We ain't that deep. This is a booty call, boo. Close your eyes and look to the
And
look,
that
face
nigga,
the
and that's what I'm
wall.
saying. Like
Face the
niggas trying to
wall,
look in the
girl.
eyes because they trying to really make an impression type shit. They really trying
And
to be
then they
like,
be mad
yeah,
when
like
you
I really
start
love.
slashing their tires and shit, and you start
Not doing it
calling
with y'all
their
niggas.
phone,
shit.
blocking all the other numbers. You wanna fuck me like we supposed to be fucking. You start making love and shit, and now
That's
you
not the
wonder why
plan.
I'm a lunatic.
Okay.
That's not the plan. But you know, I usually dominate niggas though.
What's your
This doesn't
position?
sound like a huge
In
dominating
what position?
position, but dominating. Oh man, dominating on my knees. My second a nigga's dick. I can make a nigga.
Oh, that's
Oh
a
wait,
good one.
dick sucking don't count.
Yes, it does. Yes, it's a
If that's the case, then
position.
I just quit because I dominate in all classes. Fuck
No,
all
you
you
have to pick
mean.
one. You
No,
gotta pick
because you put
one.
dick sucking in. No, bro.
Dick
I will not
sucking
pick
counts.
one.
Okay, why
Then
does dick
I will
sucking
not
not
pick one.
count?
Dick sucking does not count because that's oral. You said sex. You didn't say oral sex.
Dick
You just
sucking
said
is not
regular
sex.
No.
I said a position.
Wait a minute.
Position. Dick sucking is not a position, Vanessa.
Yes, it is. You gotta get in your knees and get in position to suck dick.
Nigga.
Wait,
That's not a
so
position.
you are giving us the Bill Clinton explanation
Exactly.
that blowjobs are not sex.
No,
They are.
I'm saying she
Bill
said a
Clinton had
sex
sexual
position.
relations with that
No,
woman,
Yes,
allegedly.
he did, Vanessa.
Priscilla. She said, give us sex position.
She's on
Give
her
us
knees.
sex or give us death.
Nigga.
Give us
Then
sex or give us
on
death.
her
I am
knees.
Mighty Mouth. Hear me roar. What you mean? That's not fair.
Beauty, you
She's
have to
on
pick
her
one.
knees, though.
I did. I picked
What was it?
oral because I'm the shit.
Yeah.
And you knew I was helpful.
I said a position. You didn't say that. I said, but
because I don't feel like oral is a position. I feel like that's
why?
no, because see, that's the problem nowadays. Because
why?
women think that that dick sucking is a position, so we automatically do that first, and that's why we don't get head automatically first because you quick as hell to suck a dick.
I know it's a position because I know work. No, I know it's a position because I know it's a fucking job. It's a blowjob for a reason.
You shouldn't need it.
Like
I can lay my ass down.
No, you tell me. Say something was not a position. Figuring to me, not a position.
No, it's not.
To me. Now maybe somebody else might be like, ho, you know, but not me.
Right.
I like fingering because I don't like fingering.
A blowjob is not automatically on the table for everyone. So, gentlemen, calm down.
But see, when you put it in the position route,
it
makes it seem like it is
a given. Men now think that that's a given. It is
not.
But
that's why, because we just put it in the fucking position route.
It's just a position, but that does not mean it's a given.
Right, because anal's not always a given either. I let niggas
know that's not a position. Those are sexual acts.
So it's a blowjob.
What no beauty is sweat and bad decisions. Let's get you something.
You're not about to put anal in a position. You gonna have me punch somebody in their damn face. So what y'all said on the show, no, bitch. No, I did not.
And bad decisions.
Sweat and bad decisions. Cali Connected is in the building. Cali Connected says, when a woman with some strong hips get on top, it's over. LOL. Right. That is true. I do feel like females definitely dominate when they're riding on top properly for a consistent amount of time. I feel like you got to at least ride for a minute to make a lasting impression. Like,
I feel like men think that they do that little jump up thing that y'all really doing something. We could really just lay our whole body down and just squash that whole dream. I'm just letting y'all know that. We let
Sorry.
y'all do that shit. Y'all not doing it because you didn't flew off. Like half the time we be on a rhythm and then y'all do that shit and we be like,
Right.
I feel like the nigga's fucking from the bottom. He's fucking up my rhythm. Like,
yeah.
if I'm on top and I'm doing something, just let me do this. Like, just
And
let me
I
ride
tell
you.
them, I'm sorry, I stop and be like, so why am I on top? Like, what is the point? You want to get on top?
Right, because
like,
if you're gonna
you keep
fuck me
throwing
from the
down?
bottom, just flip me over or do doggy style. Like,
I'd be like,
at this
you
point.
done? You done? Can I finish? Do
Also,
you want to finish?
I can't have everybody wrecking my innards. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I plan on using this for the rest of my life, and I don't need you wrecking my innards.
You know, niggas get mad when you don't want them to go all the way inside your pussy.
No.
They get mad when you don't want them to go all the way inside.
No.
They're upset.
No. I have to use this package for the rest of my life.
I don't have
and it's mine. It's mine.
I'm taking it.
It's mine.
It's mine.
Well, yeah, if it's not yours, then no. If I don't plan on it being yours,
now let me tell you something.
Just let me out.
Yeah, if you are not someone of significance.
Yeah.
Okay. Cassius Kelso says, when a chick on top squatting, her feet riding. I'm not gonna lie, I've done the lazy, like the slump when you're on top and you look like a turtle a little bit, like when you get tired. So that's when I decide to get off. But then some niggas be so deep in and excited. Like, I'm like, this for me, this is not sexy, but apparently it's about the
I'm
pussy.
not getting on my feet. It's not a workout. Fuck you.
Right.
That's right. Put in work.
Yeah, I'll get on my knees, but I'm not getting on my feet. That's too much.
We have another viewer. We have El Sewing Bachus that says hello. Hello to you too, Halloween. Stacey Jackson says it's not just the eye control though, right? Because a nigga could look you in your eyes during sex, but if he look like this, you might want to run.
No, I don't want any weird looks.
Exactly. That's why I say don't look me in my eyes because I will start cracking up laughing because I don't know. Just don't. That's not for everybody.
I watch Discovery ID. I don't need no strange ass looks. I don't need that.
You look Priscilla in her eyes, she gonna start thinking about First 48.
You know I will.
She's just gonna play Discovery ID for fun, just so he sees it in the room.
Yes,
exactly. Like the first time I knew something was wrong, he just stared me so deeply in my eyes.
He looked at me so strangely. I felt threatened. I was afraid. I had been through with it, but I was still afraid.
Oh my God. Yes, Cassius Kelso says head is a sexual act, not a sexual position. Okay.
Thank you.
But I feel like leave it to Cassius Kelso to say head is a sexual act because he's not getting in position to give head.
Okay, thank you.
For me, it's a goddamn position. I'm in position for giving head.
I like giving head, and I say it's a fucking sexual act. It's not a position because if you position yourself in front of me to give head, you will not get none.
Well, then why is it called a job?
Right.
It's a job because
and why is it a lot of work?
It's a lot of work because it's a man. Everything about them is a lot of fucking work.
True.
No, I don't want to do the work. I mean, I want to do the thing.
And then
I don't want to do the work.
What did Vanessa just say? That is half of women. When a nigga asks for his dick to be sucked, what does it want? Here I go with this shit. Come on, man.
What do you want from me?
You get up like you getting up for a fucking job to suck his dick. So that's why it is a sexual.
Yes. Yeah, because you have to get up to suck dick. So that's why it's a job.
Yeah, it's a job.
All right. Half in, half out. All right.
Cali Connector says it's flattering when a girl doesn't want all the way in. Yeah, well, I've seen, and you know what? Because niggas love a challenge, right? Because if you tell a nigga, if you see a nigga like coming through with the dick, he making his way, right? He going in, then he keep going further, and then now he going in like because it could be one or two things. A female could have STD, so it could be medically painful for her.
Oh, God.
She could just not be used. She could be not used to big dicks, so it could just be new to her. Or she could not like this nigga that much to want him that far in her guts. So it could be any of those
sounds
things.
horrifying.
Can I talk? Can I put another positive on that spin? You could just have a big ass dick and just really be a fucking
right. That's what I said. You could just you could just have a big dick and be in her guts and go, and she don't want you there.
Wait, but why she don't want them there? I be wanting them there sometimes.
Everybody doesn't deserve to be in the guts.
No.
Well, if I let you go.
Every nigga don't deserve guts. I'm sorry. I'm not giving out guts pussy to everybody. Now, niggas could get pussy sometimes.
Oh, God.
But are you going to get up in my guts?
I'm sorry. If I personally fuck you, I am fucking the living daylights out of you, even if I don't speak to your ass again tomorrow.
No,
Vanessa,
everybody don't get A1.
I don't know why.
Guts pussy? You're stuck on guts pussy?
How you know? Guts pussy.
You're stuck on
who pussy?
Guts
who
pussy.
What?
Guts
pussy.
Like when you get up in the guts, that's a different level of pussy. It's not like the regular pussy level.
Oh God, I love
because there's outside pussy, right? Where we said niggas are fucking a triangle, right? Yeah. There's surface pussy. That's when a nigga's rubbing it in the front, and there's inside pussy. When he gets inside, he's in the front part. He's just going out, and then there's guts pussy when he goes past. But see,
you got some of them dudes that do guts pussy and they do it ever so gently. You don't even give a fuck. He's not even supposed to be there.
He's not supposed to be there, but you let him stay because he's nice.
Oh, yeah, but the ones that be trying to turn you on spaghetti and they be doing extra and all that, I be like, you know what?
Look,
it be the niggas who think they going
check on me. I'm seriously not okay.
Percent is stuck on guts pussy. That's what Percent is stuck on guts pussy. I just have a problem with niggas thinking that they gonna get pussy and go straight to the gut. Like you gotta wine and dine me, sir.
No, I need my.
You gotta wine and dine me. But I do know that men do think it's flattering when it doesn't go all the way in. But Just One Love says, ain't nothing flattering about a girl not taking it all. That's BS. Well, depending on who you're asking. Because there's men who are dominant and they like to take, and just like there's females who are dominant and they like to take. Now, that for me, I do not want to undress a nigga at all. I want a nigga to be like, bitch, I'm ready. Like that's what I want. I want that. Like I don't want to have that.
I'm too horny. I don't even give a fuck if you got clothes on. Just let me get the zip apart, so you don't hurt yourself. Let me just pull it down your butt, past your booty.
Now, I have a question for you ladies. It's a little bit not as sexual, but it's something that's important. Now, how do you think that women can dominate the conversations amongst men, but not make them feel disrespected or less than men?
Wait, say that one more time.
How can women dominate the conversations with men, but not make men feel less than men or disrespected?
Oh, there's no such thing. I hang out with niggas all the time. Like, Vanessa, for both of y'all know, I hang out with nothing but men. And the only time you can get something like that is when you hang out with assholes who know that you're being an asshole so they don't offend you. I literally just ran a man out of my house.
But what about new men who don't know you, though? How do you dominate conversations with them?
You know me, I'm the same. I'm gonna be me. So naturally, I because I don't know, maybe I have the little person syndrome, but naturally I am aggressive.
Yeah, but
I'll be back because I'm not gonna flash the camera like y'all.
All right. But yeah, no, I was just saying, so sometimes like a lot of females, just because they have a strong personality or an aggressive nature, they could truly just be trying to gain an understanding in a conversation, but some men may still take it as them being disrespectful or them making them feel less of being a man. So how do you navigate that?
Here's how. And I say this all the time, and Vanessa, you've heard me say this 1,000 times. Listen. Just plain old, just listen. And then what I do is I listen to what they have to say, right? Because when you really listen, meaning that like not interrupting, listen to the whole stream of, the sentence or the paragraph, right? Mm-hmm. Then when you put it back to them and they hear what they actually did just say, that is dominating, because they're always looking for us to go off in the middle of a sentence, or what I call trigger words. I say
Yeah.
trigger words with women, things that just trigger them. A man is getting ready to tell you everything that he thinks if you just be quiet for like 2 more seconds. So that's how I
Mm.
dominate. I just sit there quietly and I take it all in.
Mm. Listen twice as much as we speak.
Hello. That's why you have
Yeah.
2 ears and one mouth.
Goddamn right. Goddamn right you do. Let's get to some more of these comments about some people in here. Shout out to Shampy. Shampy says, you're undressing him and he has on church socks. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh,
Yo.
wait, I
Shout
kind
out
of
to
think
you,
I might like
Shampy.
that a little bit. I might like
Yo,
that.
and Priscilla, let me tell you something. And I was watching the VMAs, right? And I couldn't stop thinking about you, right? There was a nigga who performed with Justin Bieber, I believe. This nigga had the fucking sweater tucked in with the belt, and I was like, "Oh my god, somebody please get this nigga."
Please,
Somebody
he
get
has
this nigga
no.
right
He
now.
doesn't have a girlfriend. I know he doesn't. Why is his
He
sweater
can't.
tucked in?
He can't. Like, there's no way. He cannot. He cannot. And Eloine Bachu says hello. Yes, what's going on? Cassius
Hi.
Kelso says, women can control combos with men by being strategically submissive. Don't let that go over your head.
That's what I
Exactly what
just
Priscilla
said.
just mentioned. Yep. You have to be, and strategically submissive can be shown in a lot of different ways. Like, Priscilla said, sometimes you can choose silence or you can choose to listen in order to gain understanding. Like beauty leans on familiarity. I always fuck that word up,
What
but
the hell
beauty
that
leans on
mean?
that. Well, being familiar with people. When you are familiar with people, you have a better repertoire. Like you said, you hang around people who don't get offended as much. So your
Oh yeah,
conversations and
so like
engagements with them
yeah,
with them are not going to be
everybody.
arguments because they're not going to be offended. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
like my homeboys are all friends of cousins of cousins, so we all got the same mentality. We're all assholes, so it's sort of kind of easier for me to talk to them. So when I meet a man that's not like I'm having a regular conversation with him and he's taking offense or getting aggressive, I'm looking like, what the hell going on? Like I'm trying to be Percinda and Vanessa. They told me to inhale, exhale, not whip your ass right
No flag on the plate. No flag
now.
on the plate.
Like I'm sitting, I promise you, I've been listening to y'all. I be thinking about it in my head. I
Mhm.
be hearing y'all, cause
Don't
boy,
listen to me. I'm terrible. Don't
I
listen to
be
me.
wanting to tell Prince like,
I ain't
fuck
shit.
Jack. I be wanting to be like, Prince, get him with that one good tooth. Get his
Oh
ass.
my God.
And then
Get
this
him.
bitch, nah. But no, honestly, I wanted to say for me, I try to connect with men in an authentic way. And for me, when it comes to that, it's just like, it's not about just listening to a man or just talking to somebody that like even for me, one of the biggest challenges that I always face is connecting with people that I don't know. That's including men and women. And I feel like when you start to connect with people you don't know, you grow in a lot of ways because you bring new perspectives in, new, ideas, all of those things in. And so even when it comes to those conversations with men, I feel like you could be listening to a guy and instead of just nodding your head and saying yes, truly focus on what he's saying and what pertains to you so you can relate to it in a real way. People hate like yes men. You know what I'm
So why
saying?
is
And
it a challenge? I'm trying to learn what that means for you.
well, it's a challenge because sometimes you're just, for me, it's a challenge because you're just not sure where people are at in their life, where their mindset is, and where they're trying to go, and what they're trying to do with the people that they encounter. So it's not
I don't
necessarily, I don't want to
trust
say troubling,
nobody.
but for me, it's just the mindset of just thinking things out more than like when I don't know somebody versus when I do. So
I don't
yeah.
trust nobody, whether I know them or I don't know them.
Oh,
Unless I know them to that extent, like certain people. No, I don't trust man because they learn you and then they try to switch up on what they learned and be trying to make you seem crazy when you already crazy. So it's like playing with fire. Like
shit.
they don't understand. You about to blow yourself up. You don't even know it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I would also ask what to ask you, ladies. What's the body? Well, what's the place on your body that you have to pay the most attention to that you dominate the most? Body part, limb, artery, muscle. I'm trying to give you guys an
Wait,
out
say that
here.
again because I don't understand
My
the question.
ass,
So, what's the part on your body that you pay the most attention to and as a female dominate the most?
my mouth and my ass, because I literally do mouth exercises so I could be limber when I give head.
Oh, you have to
Mm.
teach me mouth exercises.
And I learned it from Sue, Dr. Sue
Oh,
from
Dr. Sue. Oh,
Oxygen.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I learned it from her. But yeah, I literally do mouth exercises and
Wow.
also measure my butt so because I can't have it being smaller than what it is. Like I
Yeah,
gotta
and since I've been working out, it's been getting difficult because when I lose weight, I always feel like I'm losing my ass, and I'm like, no,
yeah,
I'm going
I'll
to
be
work
like,
out to eat.
hey, you see that? Is it still
Hey,
there?
hey, 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 where you going? Where you going? Where you going? Where you going?
I
You
But
ain't going
I
nowhere.
think
never,
that's
I
just
have,
women, honestly, because I literally be feeling like I'm losing my butt, and everybody else be looking at me like, "Shut the fuck up," and I'm like, "No, it's not
yeah,
there no more."
because I got to tell you, ass is forever. I can lose weight and go down to 122 pounds, and my hips, my ass and my hips are still 44 inches. It does
Mm,
not go anywhere. I don't
mm.
know why, but it just does not.
It just turns into muscle. It goes from being jiggly to solid.
I don't even know if it's muscly, but it just doesn't go anywhere. But my face is my calling card.
Mm.
My
I was gonna
face
say
is my
something similar
calling
to that,
card.
but yes. Wow.
It's my face.
It's the first thing that everybody sees.
Yep. My face is my
Yeah.
calling card.
I was going to say my skin. That was what I was going to say. Like, not necessarily my face, because people, me, when it comes to me being sexual with a guy, like, one of the main things that I feel like is my knockout 2.0 is my boobs. Like, so when I'm sucking dick, if I wanted it to come faster, I could add some boobs to it, and it could
Wow.
make the experience. But I relate boobs to skin. You know what I'm
I
saying? I
learned that
relate
from
all
Exactly.
those
you,
things to skin.
Vanessa. I
Boobs to
learned that from
skin,
you.
boob to skin, boobs to skin. And,
And the
and
boob.
honestly, I feel like with sex, like your skin is very important. You know how it feels to rub up against an ashy nigga?
Oh no, I do not. Ew.
I do. So I be thinking in my head, like, that's like when you know you need a pedicure, but it's not a big deal to him, but it's a big deal to
It's a big
you.
deal to you.
So
Yes.
he keep trying to play fussy with you, and you looking at him like, stop fucking touching my
And you
motherfucking
gotta
feet.
go and you gotta go get band-aids after he play footsie because his foot is in
Mm-mm.
Yeah, but
another
you still
round.
worried about your feet at the same time.
Mm-mm.
But they not even as bad as he.
Let me tell you, I have never been attracted to a man that's not well groomed. And
Mm.
if you're trying to talk to me and I allow you to, and I find out you're not a very well groomed man, I won't have sex with you. I just won't.
I like rough
I'm
hands.
So
not.
you're not fucking niggas with shit stains in their drawers.
No, no ashy knees, no ashy knuckles, no dirty fingernails. I don't do none of that shit. No, no,
I do.
and no.
I'll clean your fingernails out for you.
Oh, wait, but you know what?
I don't do
Not
mechanics.
necessarily my face.
I
I would
do.
say my teeth because I am fanatical about my teeth. I'm
Nice.
fanatical
Yeah.
about my teeth. As much
Nice.
as I love Starbucks, I will not drink coffee when I'm outside if I don't have some place to brush my teeth like immediately after.
You got to. You got to. Now we got to get ready to teach the babies before we go, because the babies is out here thinking that their sexuality is going to give them what they need to be dominant. Now, if you had to talk to a young female who have just turned 18 of how she could dominate the world, what would be your advice to her?
Oh, beauty.
Okay. I want to say this going off of that
She
Mr.
just
Fat
turned
Joe
18.
comment.
This her 18th birthday, so she thinks she grown.
Oh, shit.
I give this lecture a lot. And it's basically it goes off of the Fat Joe comment. I feel like if something is not if when somebody says something to you, the biggest thing or about you, and even if you feel like it's to you when it's shade, the biggest thing you can do is act like they're talking about another motherfucker instead of giving them a round because you'll always look like the bigger person just
Mm.
by like I might vent outside that person and y'all have seen it, but I try not to go at that person because I know half of the time when things are being said or done towards me is because that person's trying to bring another person out of me to make me look like what they're already saying. So they want me to portray that. So I say don't let your emotions you being in control with your emotions is so much more And so much, it is just so important, because at the end of the day, if you give that person that satisfaction, you're letting them win. They could be the most miserable person in the world, but you gave them that energy and that 15 minutes of fame. So
Mm.
if any time somebody makes you get out of character, make that shit be worth it. And also in the relationship aspect, I say live, learn, fuck, and be safe
Mm.
until you get married. Stop all that, oh, I'm not going to do this or I'm not going to do that because I'm trying to wait on that person. Because, and I'm not saying this like we get a lot of people who say, like, oh, y'all speak shit that y'all not doing. No, I've done this before. I've literally taken a break from my regular life and my regular lifestyle because I wanted a relationship. And then I'm sitting there looking at bitches that's worse than me getting in relationships. So don't change yourself, because the person who
It's
is
for
going
you will
the,
be for you.
exactly, they're going to accept you for you. Don't accept somebody who's going to try to change you or anything else. Accept somebody who's going to accept your dumb ass and your weirdness and your flaws, just like you love his stinking ass breath or her stinking ass breath or feet or whatever the case might be. That's real love, when you could get past what you don't like with somebody.
I like that,
Priscilla,
Beauty.
yeah, Priscilla, go ahead. What are you telling the
Okay.
18-year-old who just? What are you telling the 18-year-old? She just turned 18, so she's grown and she wants to dominate the world.
Okay. This is about to be a Dr. Ruth 2.0 lesson for you.
There we go.
Listen to your elders when they are giving you advice. Be quiet. Stop thinking you know everything. Here's the reason why. Like Beauty just said, we're not giving you advice that we have not lived ourselves. We've done it. We know how that story turns out. But the difference between younger women, like, millennials, and younger than 18 Gen Zs, we kept our mouth closed when our elders were giving us advice about any topic, because the women in my family talked about everything. I at least knew what to do because I listened to what they said. Because sometimes you need to pull your ass out of a situation, or you've heard your elder tell you how something is going to turn out. At 18, you think it's all bullshit. You think you know everything. You don't. So pay attention. Listen to those lessons. They really do matter. Second thing, by the time you are 30, when you look back at pictures of yourself at 18, you are a lot more beautiful than you think you are. And when you get beyond 35 and you look at those pictures of yourself, you think to yourself, wow, I was really beautiful. So all the things that you're self-conscious about at 18, baby, trust me, you already have it going on. And listen to Beauty Doll. Live, love, fuck, and be safe.
Got them right. Be happy and be merry. I think you guys have all said it. The only thing that I probably could even add to this, honestly, I wanted to add stay consistent, but I don't think consistency has anything to do with be female domination. But I would say this: believe in yourself, have faith in yourself. You can't dominate anything with insecurities or with the lack of confidence. Sometimes they always be strong and wrong. Yeah, you can be strong and wrong, but at least try to find out the right answer. You know what I'm saying? At least try to uh, make sure you're open to hearing what the right answer is. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I feel like for me, or maybe people in society, it's important to have that courage, because I feel like a lot of young people, they want to do great things and then they're whispering it sometimes, or they want to text it, or they want to send it. Like, it's always that
Say
you
it
could
with your
see
chest.
the insecurities. Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest.
Hey,
It's all yeah, it's always the insecurities with things. So it's a really, really important thing that we try to change things and we try to do things differently. But let's get our picture going. 1, 2, and yes. Oh, we got a couple more comments before we go. Shout out to Stacy Jackson. Stacy Jackson says, "Protect your peace at all costs." Yes,
yep,
Amen.
Queen.
yes.
Absolutely. That is definitely for the babies. You have to protect your peace more than you protect your life sometimes. Your peace is your life. It's your livelihood, so you should cherish that in most ways that you can. Salute to Schoolboy on the check-in. Hey, Schoolboy, how are you? He says salute. Salute to you, Schoolboy, on the check-in. This is your girl, Vanessa Smiles, and we are going to be out of here. We will be back again next week. Salute to everybody else on the Ranters Union. If you guys want to go check out the articles or upcoming comments from everybody in the chat room, a lot of people are writing articles on the Ranters Union, so you guys can definitely check those out and enjoy. We will see you guys just in a second once I go back and try to find everything I'm supposed to find right here. Okay, later, y'all. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.